although many of these victories came before the Drivers' World Championship officially began in 1950. Monza is synonymously with Italian GP, and races have been held at this circuit every year since 1950. The sole exception to this being 1980, when Imola was new. Michael Schumacher achieved his 90th victory during the 2006 Italian GP.
Okay, one second. There we go. We are now live. Apologies for that. I got a new PS5, so I just make sure that was work right. But welcome back to PSGL F5 PlayStation. We are here in the Temple of Speed, also known as Monza. I am Rando. Unfortunately, there's no KGB, my usual co-host. I was mentioning last week. I can't remember the last time we've actually both been together, unfortunately. But we're in for a good showing anyway. I've been told that, last week we had a new winner. 5 different winners. Smalley Balls winning last week out. And Riggs leading the championship despite not having a top 2 yet. He's been top 5 every race so far. Can tonight be the night he gets that win? We'll see about that. But right now we need to focus on our usual front man in Andrero, who will get us on the way here in Monza tonight. Breaking out for the Rettifield chicane. Clips that curb aggressively. That you don't want to do that aggressive curbs in the Rettifield chicane. Be coming out through one of my personal favorite corners in the game, the curve of the ground. A beautiful flat out corner. Good test of your wheel. Anyways, coming up to the the Della Rocha chicane. I mixed up my Italian tracks, unfortunately. As you come up now to the Lesmo corners, big commitment here with traction and steering input. Navigates well, take a bit of the curb, but sweep yourself off it quickly, otherwise you're in the grass. Lesmo 2, navigate well. Second DRS zone as you run down now to the Ascari chicane. Not a fast one chicane coming up here. Might have to deal with traffic, unfortunately. We get a horrible camera angle for Andrell. So we'll go for it on camera. Rise that curb a bit off the Ascari chicane, but survives it. He's going to get some minimal slipstream there. Slipstream is key around Monza. One more corner to go. You can call it curb around bread, or as I like to call it, the parabolic. A beautiful final quarter. Brilliant test of traction as an 18.2 to start us off with from Andrero. Next, Provodox. Actually, we'll focus on Riggs. Actually, championship leader. Apologies for that. We'll focus on Provodox. Man who's had mixed fortunes this season. Had that famous win in Las Vegas, where he was the only man who wanted to lead in the closing stages, and it paid off for him. Let's see if he can regain some form here in Monza. Get a good camera angle for him. So we get that run down into the Parabolica. Very light on the braking, but you want to get on that throttle as fast as you can. Keep yourself committed. Don't be messing with that steering wheel. One fine swoop right, and it's an 18.9. Lifebout's going to be next in the Williams, a 19.1. Brandox with an 18.5. Brandox being really strong at qualifying this season. Own winner out in Hungary. Mixed season for him. Can he get a result tonight in Monza? Can we get 6 different winners in 6 races? See that. Owen puts himself up to P5 with an 18.8. Daniels does an 18.5. Billa will go on board with. So rounds the Parabolica. Well, last time takes a wide line for the Parabolica. No one to slipstream into the line there, but an 18.8. A few 18.8s appear in this stage. As Lakitu does a 19.3. Quartz invalidates. Lucas is going to be next to the line, the McLaren. Coming to the line with a 19.3. Alan's just starting the lap, so we'll go on Frankish in the Alpha Tauri. We still don't know what it's going to be known as in real life, so we're still waiting to hear about the new name for the junior team at Red Bull. Navigates the Ascari chicane very well. Might get a bit of slipstream here from Haas, but they'll probably be coming to the pit, so it won't be too effective for him. Parabolica just from the go. Patient with the last bit of the troll. He was very patient. Going to get a bit of a slipstream off the pitting Haas in front of him. To the line, a 19-1 would now go on board with the Aston Martin of Allen. He's getting slipstream down to the Ascari. He might get slipstream down to the Parabolica from the Alfa Romeo, which can benefit him. Bits slidey through the Ascari chicane, pushing it to the limits. He's going to get slipstream down to the Parabolica by the Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo needs to make sure he gets out of the way, though. And it's going to continue slipstreaming him, actually. Bit of dirty air through the Parabolica, which is not needed. Still, Alan gets as much slipstream as he can to the line, and it's a 19.2. So that is us with the early stages. So while we're in this bit of a lull here, Andreo's going to be on an outlap, so we'll just stay on him. Usual man, as he's invalidated on his outlap. Let's go through the standings here as we're getting to the approaching the halfway point, approaching the Christmas break also, I believe. But standings wise, it is Rakes Linus on 40 points, then Smalley Balls on 36, Damien on 35, freeway tie for third between Damien, Profdox and Brandox on 35, Billows on 31, Lifebelts on 30, then you have a bit of a drop to Andrero on 22, 16 for Owen, and Soapbox completes the top 10 with 12 points. But right now we're focused on qualifying here in Monza. We'll go back with Andrero, currently P3 in qualifying, another 10th, and he will find himself taking that pole position off Brandox. Brandox having 2 poles to his name this season, converted in Japan and then got another pole in Hungary, but it was a race to forget for him. Andrero though navigates the first couple corners very nicely there, coming through the Curve Grande now, running up into the De La Rocha chicane, a very difficult chicane. He jumps the car off that Sochka, dips the tire into the ground. That's going to cost him some momentum and acceleration there, so he might back out of this. He's still committed though, so we won't see a sex split for a bit. Navigates in Lesno as well. Nice on the curves. Going to get a bit of slipstream down to the Ascari chicane by the Alfa Romeo. The Alfa Romeo gets well out of the way. Yeah, he's 6 tenths down, so we will go back onto Riggs, current championship leader, as previously mentioned, yet to finish in the top 2. 1 podium to his name, but he's always been in the top 5 this season. Consistency is key here. Saw last season with Caillou, didn't he himself, he had like 1 second place, didn't have a win, but he was always there, always third usually. Riggs now showing consistency is key. Very committed for the second Lesmo. Close to invalidation there, I believe. Now runs down to the Ascari chicane. He'll have he's the 10th down at the moment, is Riggs. So second runs aren't looking too favourable at the moment. He can still make up that time through that Ascari chicane. Bit of slipstream to help him also. He gets off the Haas. So he runs now 1 more corner. The Parabolica, committed to it, a bit tight, takes a tighter line than most have. No slipstream to the line. Can he improve? He does slightly, but he remains in P2. Quartz now, only man yet to put a lap time on the board in the Alfa Romeo. What's that tonight as he invalidates off the second Lesmo. Who's going to be next? It might be Dan. No, it's not going to be Daniel. Protox is invalidated, not a stronger run for him. We'll go on Brandox, current provisional pole man. two-time pole sitter this season. He's looking to make it 3 poles from 6 here. One of many drivers on 35 points, 5 off the lead. Very committed from De La Rocha, but lovely. Keeps the car planted to the asphalt. It's very easy to not do through the De La Rocha. You can easily strike a sausage curb and send your car flying. So Brandox very much knows how to extract a 1 lap pace from his Haas. He's 3 attempts down. Loads of drivers struggling these second runs. Has a curb strike there off of Scary, unsells it slightly. Damien will focus on right now. Tied for third in the championship at the moment. Can he improve? And he's slightly up on his time, which he'll need to keep up because Lifebelt's just got ahead of him. P5, if he keeps up this momentum anyway, Damien will split the Red Bulls. He's going to get a nice slipstream here. He's backed out. He's backed out. Mustn't have not liked the Ascaris chicane, the way he got the exit. Cherno's slightly up on his time. Bit more improvement, and he could put Damien a bit further down. There's a Haas off the track there. I wonder if that's just taking an extreme gain out of the way, or if there's been an issue. Still on the grass, the background is the Haas. Oh, there's a bit. I think the wheels was spinning there slightly. Bill pops up off the P4 Cherno. What can he do? Does go up to P4. Major improvement. Owns provisional pole now. 18.5. So it's very mixed in these second runs. A lot of drivers struggling in these second runs, but there's some pulling great laps out. Holmes shoots himself up into provisional pole. Now, can he maintain that? Drew on board. If he's apparently 6 steps down, he's still going with it though. Let's see if there's anyone on a strong lap here. Don't think so. Alan, maybe. Alan's invalidated. Lucas, I think he's might be on a lap. No, he's not. Actually, he's not. So, Drew, I guess. No, he's invalidated. So, Kurtz put in a P9 there. Missed that actually. So everyone's got a lap in here. 3 attempts separating the top 10. It's a very close qualifier. You see David, who was P4 a couple minutes ago, is down to P10. You're thinking back to Qatar where Damien looked on for a set pole, just couldn't get a second lap in, and he dropped down the field. Well, I've seen the importance of getting your laps later on when the track evolution happens. At the moment, there's a lot of drivers not finding that extra bit of lap time. Owen is one who has. He has provisional pole to his name. Don't think Owen has a pole to his name. He's a couple strong qualifyings, but he's yet to get a pole, I believe, which is correct. Pole sitters so far this season. Brandox has 2. Riggs got Qatar. Daniel had Vegas, and Brandox on 3 at the moment. He got Austria last week. My bad. I just noticed that there. So Brandox looking to get 4 from 6. Owen's looking to stop that, get his first pole the season. Riggs been up there P3 championship lead. Smalley Balls, the man close to him, the championship, down in 7th at the moment. Most of the front runners are up there with the exception of Damien. Damien in 10th, the lowest of the top 6. You can even go down to top 8 actually. The entire top 8 in the top 10 at the moment. The exception of that being Cherno and Owen. She owns 9th, so the entire top 9 in the top 10. And Cherno's 11th, so you're seeing this grid split happening anyway. A couple drivers on their outlast. Proftox will be the first one. Proftox does need good run. Actually, Proftox not top 10. Yeah, actually, I'm wrong. Proftox being the exception. Proftox 4th, not up there. I was thinking Proftox surely up in the top 10. He is. He's 12th at the moment, 4th in the standings. So he needs to get a lap here. He's got a couple good ones. He did have the front row lockout of his teammate Brandox in Hungary. Didn't work out for them in the end. What can he do here? He needs a strong lap here. 5 points down in the championship. As things stand, the only driver in the top 9 of the championship, not in the top 10 at the moment. So he's going to need to find something here. But he's got a lot of traffic to navigate now. Now, having traffic in Monza could be a good thing. Foley's got 5 place grid penalties, so we may be getting a restart here. I hope not. Okay, we're definitely getting a restart here, as I think this could be bad here for Proftox. A lot of cars queuing up here already at the Lesmos. So he might be backing out of this. He's going to still commit for it, because they are duty bound to get out of his way. Could get messing as Foley's been disqualified from the session for blocking. There's so many cars here. Proftox having to navigate through so many cars. He does get a bit of slipstream. He's almost 2 attempts up. Navigate this car straight almost into the Alpine there. How close was that? That was the retiring Foley. There may be questions over that, especially with Foley's many penalties there. Proftox finishing his lap here. Where can he go up to? He was 2 attempts up previously. He's lost time. Allen's crashed, retired in the pits. It's going to be next. Billow's down. Cherno's starting his lap. Starting the lap now. Trying to see who's next. Daniel possibly. We'll go on Daniel for the moment. He's the slowest with the times at the moment. A bit of improvement, can't see him shoot up. He'll be looking to get in the 18th minimum here to have a challenging lap time. Very tight crit at the moment, because I say he needs to get in the 18th, and pole at the moment is an 18.5. He's 3 times up at the moment. He's doing what he needs to do to not take the wooden spoon here in qualifying. Is Daniel. He's got a clean track in front of him anyway. One more corner for the goal. There's a Ferrari spot. Is that potentially Riggs? Life belt's retired. He's lost it off the second Lesbo. Cherno's also retired off his Scary. Daniel's up to P14. And it was Riggs who spun on board of Owen. At the moment, he's on provisional pole and he's going faster right now. A 10th and a half up. He's looking to put a statement here in qualifying. He has a strong lap at the moment. He's looking to solidify his pole position right now. Quartz has retired also. Smalley Bowles has made a collision. A lot happening at the end. Almost retiring. Almost boxing. Profitox, he's down at the moment. Can anyone challenge Owen? Here comes Andrero to the line. Improves but stays 4th. Riggs spun. Brandox needs a massive final sector here to take back pole position. Will it be a 4th pole position of the season for Brandox, or will it be a first pole position for Owen? Profitox coming to the line. Can he make it 4? He can't. Owen has taken pole. Daniel goes up to 7th. That is that. So Owen didn't need to do his final lap. He looked like he was improving anyway, but he didn't need it, and he knew he didn't need it. And Owen will front the grid here in Monza. Brandox up there in P2. He'll be disappointed, but the main championship contenders, he's the highest. Riggs, though, the championship leader, right behind Given and Company. And Dorero also, so we need to have a watch for. I'm just going to see if we are getting a restart due to the many incidents we had towards the end. But Owen has pole position here at Monza. Brandox in his home race will take P2. Riggs is 3rd. Andrero 4th. Cherno 5th. Billow 6th. Damien 7th. Frankish 8th. Smalley Balls 9th. Lifebout completes the top 10. Quartz 11th. Profitox 12th. They get caught up there with traffic. Lakitu 13th. Pokeral 14th. Daniel 15th. Allen 16th, Lucas 17th, and Foley was disqualified. Just waiting to see what is happening. And there will be a restart. So I think, yeah, we are getting a restart. Yeah, and apparently Foley got disqualified for just driving. From what I'm reading. The crime of driving. So there we have. So we just wait for the grid to be set, and then we'll have 27 laps of the Temple of Speed to come. Hopefully everyone gets in here quickly and we can get this underway. I think we have almost everyone, 18 on the grid, so another 3 more to join. This is when it gets bad when you're a lone commentator, I kind of feel. Because if KGB was here, we'd be having some random conversation. But unfortunately it's just me and I don't know what to say. I mean, he had to go for this last week because I had to last minute pull out for rugby purposes. Different sport. But we still love all sports. Well, I do anyway. But tonight we focus on the F1, the PSGL in Monza. 3 Italians here. Brandock's being the lead of them, taking us in P2. Will he send it into turn 1? Own, not in the championship picture. Yeah, of course things can change. It is a really tight championship. at the moment he does need a few results to go his way. 24 points off, 16 for a win. So it could be a risk, you know. He has two of the front men of the championship directly behind him. Anyway, with Riggs being the leader and Brandlock's being tied for third. 5 points separating them. We're about to get started, fortunately. In P2, will he send it into turn? Fortunately, just make sure everything's working. Sorry. New setup. Everything needs. Just need to make sure everything is running smooth and perfectly. So I hope it is. Actually, make sure I'm still spectator. I am. That would have been awkward. Also, this will be the one time I mention it. For anyone watching this that's racing, remember your setups. Because, especially in Monza, where you need no downforce, if you accidentally have a preset on, you are going to get bullied down these straights, especially if there's a safety car. And those restarts, you will just basically have an anchor on yourself. Totally don't know that from experience, I'll say that much. But bit of overcast in the air. Actually never asked if there was rain expected. But wait for everyone to hopefully put on their setups, pick their strategies, adjust their fuel accordingly. Will people go for some low fuel, hoping for some safety cars, or will people be conservative and keep some fuel? Monza's a weird one. You either get a load of safety cars or no safety cars, because you don't. There's runoff around here, but once you get the pack close together, there is lots of incidents, especially into turn one. You could see some front wings flying here at the start. At the field chicane, Del Rocha chicane, the main overtaking places you can try in Ascari and Parabolic. Most places you can overtake, but we've got the lights, 3, 4, 5 lights, and we are away in Monza. And Brandox gets a strong start. He's on the softs compared to the hards of own, so it should be an easy move down to turn one. Riggs gonna try and get involved in here. Lola free wise in the background. Browns goes for this. A Mercedes around the background. Cherno's gone already, and that's a safety car. Lucas gets a 5 seconds of contact with Lakitu. I think there was more front wings flying there, but Cherno hit from behind, I'm assuming, and into the wall there, and we already have a safety car by turn one. Brandox took the lead just before it came out, had that inside line, had the significantly dominant tires, and put use to them there, and he has the lead. Frankic also on the sub, so I'm assuming he's made up positions. We'll see there. He's made up 2. Bit of squabbling in the background. I think is there a spin for Lakitu? No, there's this position called playing. Then it's pretty spread out. Looks like Hard's the most favoured tyre, but Billow, Smalley Balls, Foley, Pokerau, and Lakitu on the mediums. Rest going for Hards, going longer. Could there be rain in the air potentially? Let's see about that, but we'll have a couple laps behind the safety car. I'm assuming Brandox and Frankic won't be pitting. Even though it is a track you can overtake, you do want that track position. So we're about to pick up. This is behind the safety car, behind Burn Mylander. Foley gets a 5 second of speed in the pit lane. Lucas comes into service penalty. Actually, that's smart. Foley, I'm going to assume, has wing damage and will probably come in next lap. Profdox also, he's got caught up in the incident. Didn't notice he was dropped down to the back. And he's just pinning for tyres, actually. Interesting choice for him. Maybe you've got to turn it on, potentially. But I'm going to expect Foley to be in next lap to serve that 5 second penalty he got for speeding in the pits. Lucas Smart serving his penalty. He probably just got caught up with all the incident. Hit into the back of Smalley Balls, I believe. Then the game just decided to give him 5 seconds, which is unfortunate, but it just happened. So Foley, I'm assuming, is in at the end of this lap to get rid of that 5 seconds. I'm not sure if Profdox, whether he has tactically done that or if he meant to change his front wing. It looks fully intact here anyway. Might be a couple chips. Also, when you really, if it's a small chip, you can kind of get away with it. Kind of just depends how you like driving, I guess. But we'll get another lap behind the safety car, I'm assuming. Chase back might just catch up, but you usually do a full lap behind the safety car after it picks up. Then we'll go in. Not much to talk about at the moment. Okay, we'll just see who's the biggest gainer. So, couple up free, but that's probably due to the rest pitting. Proftox's biggest loser down free, but even enough when you consider those pitting as Foley does come in to serve that 5 seconds, which was expected. So he'll have a clean slate when he comes out of the pits. Brandox, he's done a few safety car restarts already this season, but Monza's one of the most difficult ones with that slipstream. He does have the significant tyre advantage though, so that might come to favour. You'll still have a lot of grip on the tyre. They've not been used too much. They're not going to be as fresh as they were at the start, but there's a lot of use to them anyway. But he'll need to build a gap quickly to own, and he'll need the rest to be fine. He'll need Billow to try and get advantage with his mediums on Riggs and Owen, because that's the main thing for Brandox at this stage. He needs to just pull a gap, do his own race, not worry about those behind. Just go at his own pace, manage yourself, get those tires as far into the race as he can before he pits and then tries an undercut. Of course, he needs to make sure he doesn't catch other cars though, because he will be seeing a lot of DRS trains here in Monza. That tends to be what happens. There will be a bit of field spread and there will be a lot of DRS trains, as we might not be getting him in this lap because Foley hasn't caught up. It'll be a late call, which is not what Brandox needs. We'll see it about now. Foley, no, it won't be coming in. Surely doesn't come in, so another lap behind the safety car. We've got one corner for the front two. No, it's in this lap. That is a ridiculously late call. That has put Brandox in a horrible position because there's only one place he can go, which is now. That is horrible for him. So we're underway now. So I'm going to send it into turn one. Riggs is half looking at it. Owen's going to stay conservative here, I think. He's underfueled. So we're away again. See, there's a few spinners in the background. Profdox again caught up Frankish. A few spinners there. Don't tell me we get another safety car front wings. We don't, thankfully. But here comes Owen. He's half looking at this. Already a gap build. Billow must have been caught up in something there because he's dropped off massively. Brandox rides the curb. There, that's going to slow his pace down. But he's not pulling away yet, which is what he needs there. Although he needs more safety cars because he is underfueled. Pillow very shaky off. That's what two in the background there, but everyone's still running. There'll be a few into the pits, and Durero was one that was caught up. That's one of the championship contenders caught up there, as well as Profdox. We'll see who has to pit though, so there's definite damage there. But Owen very flirty with that ERS. He keeps flicking on and off. There's a Alpha Tauri in the background going off there, Frankish. Quartz and Pokerel going through Parabolic. Of course, gets him down the inside. We start lap 5 here. DRS will be enabled next lap. Smalley Balls and Damien going at it. Smalley Balls up into P5. He looks like a rapid car on the straight. And Drill's speeds in the pit lane. Smalley Balls, does he think of it down the inside? Billow, no. Billow holding the pack up here. Does he have damage? No, just Pace is not with him at this moment, despite being on the quicker tyre than most. But Owen and Riggs keeping touch with Brandok. They'll have DRS in a lap and a bit. First DRS detection point is between the two Lesmos here. That they'll get because they won't get it on the main straight. So Andrero and Allen having the pit there. Then gonna need another safety car to bring themselves back in this race. Owen he's burning a lot of his Barry. Actually, Owen has the most Barry out of this leading pair. Bill's safe as Barry for the moment. I don't think that will cater for a 3-second gap, but he's conserving it for the moment. Waiting for the fight to happen, which should be commencing very soon. As we'll have DRS this lap. Owen very wide through Parabolica. But he's still getting, he looks quick on straight though. They trade fastest lap there. So I don't think Owen will go for it here. He looks very quick in the straight. Smalley Balls goes up into P4. They'll have to find the braking though, but Smalley Balls does have it before braking. They'll navigate braking here. Lifeboat almost into the back of the Alpine of Damien Quartz. Just touching the Quartz, having a very nice race here at the moment for the debutant. But yeah, Owen is really close here. This is not what Brandox needs. With that tyre advantage, he's not made use of it. But Owen was very poor through Del Rocha, but not poor enough to put him out of DRS. But it'll let Brandox survive, and it could open up Riggs to a chance to go for P2 here. DRS is now open on the McLaren and the Ferrari. They're start gaining now a bit on Brandox, but not too much at the moment, because the main one is the pit straight. As they go down to Parabolica once again, and for the first time they'll be going down to Parabolica with an active DRS detection point right there after the 50 meters, and both of Owen and Riggs are within it. There's a spin in the background. I think it's Frankish again off his Scary. He's not enjoying that corner at all. Second lap in a row he's had an incident there. DRS on the McLaren, but is he too far back to go for the move now? Surely he is. The front three looking clear. Here's meanwhile Billow retakes that P4 from Smalley Balls. As I said, there'll be fuel spare fielding here, but DRS strains as Bocarel very almost collects a few cars there as he gets his braking point wrong for turn 1. Frankish retires in the pits. He's had enough. Bocarel drops himself out of the points with that incident through the first chicane, missing his braking point, and that corner punishes you if you get it wrong. Well, back to the front pair. Owen seems to drop back a bit around Del Roche and the Lesmos. Riggs does look quicker than Owen for those kind of corners, but he's not quick enough to get the move here when they both have DRS. Owen's very close now. He still needs to worry about his fuel though. Getting it this early is concerning. He's going to need some safety cars. Might explain why he's staying behind for the moment. He does look faster, despite the tyre advantage Brandock should have had. It should be turning about now anyway. But this could be a move for the lead for Owen. DRS is open. He pulls out. Owen is going to retake the lead of this race, which he lost in turn 1. Owen's back in the lead, takes it back off Brandock. Brandock keeps the P2 from Riggs though. Just the gap between these two and these three and the rest. 3.1 separating the podium and 4th. Class of the field being shown here today. It's Brandock's. Thought he was going to look for it through the Del Rocha chicane. What's the tail? You're seeing the midfield 4th to 9th in a DRS strain. The last point in a DRS strain. This was saying you're going to have field spread with DRS strains. You have a mini DRS strain for the lead of this race, and you have a bigger one for the midfield, and then you have another small one for the last point. And Earl and Allen being the outliers at the moment, having to pit early due to wing damage at that safety car restart. They both got 5 seconds. This is probably the easiest track to get a 5-second speeding penalty for, because it comes out of you nowhere while you're going flat out. You don't actually go into a slow like most other pit lanes. But Billow slowly gaining on these front two, the front three. Is Brandon's going to go for it again? No, he closes DRS. DRS game is in full swing here, which I think Owen will like. He will get his chance to save some of his fuel. He's only 0.1 down at the moment, so he doesn't have to do horrific save. His molly balls has fallen down a bit there. He must have had a really poor exit. Here comes Damien. He's going to look around the outside of Billow potentially for De La Rocha, but things bear up it. But Billow has a very poor run through that chicane, but Damien's not going to send it here. Billow being a cork in the bottle at this stage of the race. Brandock's repass his own. I wonder if that was orchestrated, because you don't often see moves down there. Meanwhile, Course and Damien going for it for P5 right now. Damien, really awkward line for a Ascari. You don't want the inside line for a Ascari. Horrible run you get there, but he's managed it very well there with a car beside him. But now they're dropping back. Again, when they're looking like they were gaining a bit, as there's going to be a free wide here actually. Smalley Balls is looking to get 2 here potentially. He gets Quartz, doesn't get Damien. Very tight racing between the two. They interlock a bit, but good hard racing between them. It's going to be free wide to lead. It's all happening here. Who's going to be brave here on the brakes? Brandox backs out a bit. Ongri takes the lead, but Riggs takes P2. Riggs finally up into second and ahead of his championship rival Brandox. Damien's up to P4 in the meantime. A lot happening here to keep eyes on, unfortunately. Fortunately for racing, but missing a lot, unfortunately, is the bad thing. Keeps left the session below. Again, brilliant camera angles like always. Poker out, pulling away a bit from the rest. Looking to hold on that point. Spyboss has go defensive into the Lesmos. That's going to drop him a bit. He might be out of DRS just in it still. Having to go defensive against Course. We're seeing this might be the changeover between mediums and the hards. So we might see Course making a few moves very soon. And we might see Brandox drop off majorly here. If he pits now, he'll come into a clean track. So an undercut definitely on for Brandox. He's just going to keep touch at the moment, because he doesn't have to worry about behind him. He just has to worry about Riggs and Owen at this stage. But here comes Riggs. Riggs, championship leader. He's yet to finish in the top 2. He's going to take the lead here shortly, as Owen lets it happen. Owen still need to save some of his fuel. Billow and Damien fine again. Smiley Balls might send one here on Damien. Doesn't, thinks better of it. Look how close they are. Very, very good racing from everyone. Since the safety car restart, there's been no incidents. Might have been like a bit of robbing as Lakito and Pokerau. When the same Pokerau was pulling away, Lakito's come back up to him. Must have had an issue because he's dropped a bit. Brandox keeping touch. And that's all he just needs to do. He just needs to stay with them. He's burned a bit of his ERS. Of course, it's very easy to recover ERS here, so you can afford to burn it. You can see these lads were about 5 laps going, 20%. They're already at 70s and 80s. Oh, very conservative with his battery, usually. Almost got a blue wrench. Interesting. Is he pitting? That normally indicates you're pitting when you have a blue wrench. I'd be surprised. Brandox, I wouldn't be surprised if he pitted this lap. No, he's staying out. Brandox also staying out. Owen pulls out from the slipstream of Riggs. Retaking the lead here shortly. Allen gets himself a 3-second time penalty, as Brandox going to send one down the inside of Riggs. Back up to P2's Brandox. He's got aging tires, but he's still able to race. Smalley Balls and Damien going at it. Kurtz, if he gets a good run here, can get both of them. He might, but he has to pull out the throttle there. And his chances there, but he might try one down the inside of Damien. Same tires for them at the moment, but Kurtz looks racy here. Billow's enjoying seeing this race, and here gives him a chance to pull away a bit. Smiley Ball's twitchy off the exit of De La Rocha. You just have DRS though on Billow to bring him straight back to him. Look how close they are. Smiley Ball's pulling a bit away from Damien. Could Kurtz try one here potentially? No, Lifebelt just behind Lucas. Lifebelt, another one underfueled, which is interesting. Front three though, 3.3 ahead of Billow. That's being standard. We're about to start at lap 13. Brandox has got the sides long ways. He's into the pits. Riggs follows him. They both stop in time, so Owen's now burning it completely. Burning his battery, trying to get the overcut done here. There could be some holding up in the pit lane here. Lucas pulling out. Is he thinking of a dive there potentially? Doesn't do it. Foley. Poke around. Lakitu. Foley's going to try someone around the outside. Outside becomes the inside, but Poke shuts that door completely on Foley. Oh, now needs to put the foot down this lap. Surely be in this lap. I think they're flying out the pit lane potentially. Brandox and Riggs. Riggs burning it. They're both burning it now. They're trying to get an undercut on Owen. Damien also paying Billow's pitted. Be interesting to see what's going to happen here. Owen going for the Ascari. Rhea stepped out a bit there. Rhea was not liking that. He's kept it planted though. Pulling massively away from Smiley Balls. And surely in this lap. What's gap to leader? It's 22. It's going to be very tight in the pit lane. Only the pits. Make sure you get slowed. He does. Smiley Ball stays the house. So does Lucas. And Lifebelt, so they're going longer. So Smiley Ball takes the lead here. But Lucas is going to take the lead. Never mind that. Lucas into the lead, so McLaren gives up the lead, and the McLaren takes the lead. Then Lucas leads from Smiley Balls, Lifebelt, Pokerel, all yet to pit. Foley and Brandox, you're assuming is pitting. On coming out of the pit lane, there's Brandox and Riggs. He's lost out to both of them, but he's just behind them anyway, so he'll surely catch up quickly. He has one lap fresher tyres, which could be the difference. So Owens sacrifices track position for one lap fresher tyres. Assuming he'll catch up to them. But what does the guys who haven't pitted do? Are they going for sauce potentially? Are they holding out for a safety car? I felt the only hard runner still going, which is the most surprising thing. The hard runner is pitting very early. Foley and Poker. Foley up into 4th after the first lap incident. Poker out, Lifebelt. Just behind Smiley Balls. Are these guys staying out again? Lucas comes around the final corner. He's coming into the pits. Smiley Balls thinks about following him, but decides better. Lucas gets a 5-second time penalty. Smiley Balls leads this race. It'll be a DRS drag race between Smiley Balls and Lifebelt. But Lifebelt takes the inside line. That indecision. Smiley Balls costs him the position on Lifebelt, costs him the lead for the moment. Poker out Foley also staying out. Brandox, Riggs. Is Riggs going to send one down the inside? This is for the net lead. He's thinking very tight there. Very tight. Is Riggs. Brandox took the racing line, which he's entitled to do. Smiley Balls and Lifebelt. Smiley Balls retakes the lead on track from Lifebelt. They're playing long. Smiley Balls though very squarely through the lessons. His mediums have to be screaming. Lifebelt might still have a bit of life in those mediums and retakes the lead here in Monza. Meanwhile, Foley and Poker, they've been having a decent scrap here. It's for the podium at the moment. This might be for some points come the end of this race. Oh, just in the background of these two. Billow gets Damien. Billow up to 10th. This is net 4th at the moment. A lot to go in this race. Smalley Balls into the pits. Lucas has a 3-second time penalty, so 8 seconds this lap alone. So Smalley Balls, yes, tires were struggling, so he's into the pits. Meanwhile, Riggs and Brandox. Smalley Balls goes for softs. I mean, Brandox got them 12 laps. Smalley Balls just needs 11. Riggs takes net lead up to 5th. Still pulling away from Owen. Hasn't gone the DRS yet of these two. He's still needs to worry about fuel. Very close to it. He needs to catch up now, so it's a bad predicament for Owen. He needs to just get that little bit more fuel back just to make sure he makes the end, but he also needs to make sure he doesn't let Riggs and Brandox pull away. Profitox could be playing a team game here potentially, because he's soon going to be caught by Riggs and Brandox. But what does he do exactly? What can he do team game? Like, he'll be slipstreaming Riggs. Foley and Pokerel, they like him doing the moves here anyway, into a Scary. Not the conventional place for an overtake, but they're doing it there anyway. Jordan being up in P2, Lifebelt. Still leading the way here. He's going to go into the pits this time round. Gets this load. Foley, is he going to take the lead? No, he's into the pits. So Pokerel will take the lead. Now, Profitox is staying out. Not in ERS, and he's used up his entire ERS. Brandox gets past Riggs again. Is there going to be some Haas coordination here? They are tied in the championship. You have to remember that they're both on 35. Is Profitox and Brandox. Profitox having a weekend to forget for him. So can he play the team game, or is he going to focus on his own championship bid here? Try and pull something out of the bag to get some points here. We'll see now. He's going to be giving his teammate DRS now. Can he somehow get in between him, Brandox and Riggs here? Be great coordination if it's done. I think Profitox has let that happen. Now can he hold up Riggs and Owen to let Brandox pull away? Profitox very slow there. He's doing the team job, but Riggs having none of that. Gets him through the exit. Profitox tried it. He might send without the inside. Riggs 8 tenths, almost 9 tenths behind now. Profitox does a brilliant job there. This goes very wide there. Owen almost into him. Owen almost goes into him there. Pokerel pits from the lead. So we're now back in running order with the exception of Profitox. And Profitox might try and get ahead of Owen again here, which is not what Owen needs. Owen goes defensive. He needs to stay ahead of Profitox here, and he does. As Profitox is missing an end plate. Did him and Owen collide just there by any chance? They were close there, but Profitox missing an end plate. That's going to hurt him more. Damien's up to 5th. Damien and Quartz actually pulling away from Billow. And Quartz going to try down the inside of the Delta Rush chicane. They make a bit of contact there, but Quartz up into the net P4 right now. Right now we're back with these three leading the way. Mightily ahead of the rest. Almost 5 seconds ahead of Quartz, who's net 4th. So we're back to basics. Meanwhile, actually go back to Smalley Balls. He's running with the softs at the moment. Gets ahead of Lucas, who has a few penalties to worry about, so he might drop out the points. Lifebelt also having work to do on those softs, as does Pokerel. Gets a decent result here. 9 laps to go. The front three. Look in the class of the field. At the moment, it's Brandox leading from Riggs and Owen. They started in the front three. Riggs retakes the lead. They've all had a fair share of leading this race. Riggs, championship leader, yet to finish in the top two. 1 podium to his name. Brandox has a win to his name. 3 pole positions. 5 points behind the championship. Owen's only points was his win in Hungary. The man who took pole position He's just there with fuel anyway. He should be fine towards the end because he can afford to lift a bit earlier. Meanwhile, Billows rejoined this battle between Damien and Quartz. The Alfa Males, can they coordinate an attack on Damien to get them both ahead come the end? Meanwhile, two temps separating the front three. Very tight racing here. Quartz gets Damien, but we're focused on these three right now. Coming up to lap 20. 27, still a lot to come. I'm hoping I might jinx it. You know what I was about to say. You know what I'm hoping for. I might hoping not happen. Brandox though retakes the lead. Almost gonna try send one down like inside of Riggs. Can he go one better for Brandox? No, but he'll get himself up into P2. This is going. There's a lot of thinking here because you probably don't want to lead going to the final lap. You know, Damien very tight with Quartz. They've caught up to Profitox. Profitox, yet he has pitted. He pitted early on. He got caught up at the safety car restart. Caught up twice actually. Caught up in the start and the restart. So it's not being a race to forget. He's running with an alien car. Of course, Monza, that doesn't do the worst to you, but it will have a slight effect on his pace. Might be a bit of a bother for Damien. Profitox will have straight line. Much more straight line speed due to that missing end plate. He's giving DRS off to Damien. DRS open. Damien needs to clear him quickly. If he can clear him and keep the Alfa Romeos behind Profitox, he might have a chance to pull away a bit, because Profitox is not going to do the same aiding as he did for Brandox and going at snail's pace through the Iscari chicane. Meanwhile, back to the front, business resumes. We see again a change of lead, and it's going to be Owen. So they've hauled out at least once in the last 3 laps. Owen retakes the lead here. Brandox P2. Riggs can't get ahead of Brandox. They're all clearing Profitox easily here. Actually, there's a bit of contact there, I think. Very tight there between, I think it was Billow and Smalley Balls. Won the Alfa Romeos to Smalley Balls anyway. Smalley Balls is storming through the field. Lucas needs to get ahead of Profitox here, otherwise he's going to get stuck behind. He's going to send one down the inside. Profitox just lets it happen. Fair play, Profitox. He's not getting in the way of what's not his race. Good fair racing from him. You have to give credit to Smalley Balls. Could be looking for P4 here. Going longer. Losing track position, getting himself on those softs. He's getting used to those, which is not what we can say about Brandox early on. He might be sending one. Yellow flag. Oh no, Daniel. Oh, it's happened. Daniel loses off the Lesmo. Oh, that's I jinxed it. Yeah, even though I didn't say it, I made it clear that I didn't want to save the car. So the front three, who have a 9-second gap, I'm going to see that wiped out, and they're all pitting surely here. Don't get a speeding penalty. Do not get a speeding penalty. They don't. Is anyone going to gamble on staying out here potentially? They're all in. They're almost past the pit lane. Lucas passes Billow in the pit lane. Some job there. I think everyone is going to be in. Oh, this is going to be chaos at the end. They're all going soft surely. There's some queuing in the pit lane. Front freaking Navigate will help. It's going to be chaos between the rest. Billow's going to lose out majorly here. Profitox gains majorly here. He changes the front wing. He's brought back in the rest. This benefits Profitox the most. Damien has a chance for this win. The front three are going to be raging though. 9 seconds they had to the rest of the field. They were having fantastic racing between the three of them, and now they have to add the rest of the grid to that. But everyone's fortunately in the softs. No one else got a 5-second penalty. And Duro and Allen will be brought back into this. Owen leads at the moment. You don't have to worry about fuel anymore. That's one thing for certain. He gets fuel well down. The rest of it up, so wait Owen will have a bit of weight to his side. Be a couple laps before anything. Does anyone have 5 seconds by any chance? Nope, all 3s or 6s, so no one should be coming into the pits again behind the safety car. You'd hope anyway. But late safety car in Monza. Fasten your seatbelts. Owen is burning fuel, actually. I've just noticed that. Like, he's still down. He's still down, which is interesting. He's wanted to get this as close to 0 as he can at the line. You don't burn out. This isn't a fuel burner. Really, just have some really low quartz. What's quartz at? Did he get damaged potentially? That was very interesting. Because he was P5, like, so he surely has damage, right? He does. No way. Oh, that's really unfortunate for Kurtz. He must have hit someone going into the pit lane behind the safety car. That is horrible for him. He goes from P5. He might go to the back. I think he'll just be ahead of Vandero here. It'll be tight. It'll be tight. It'll be tight. No, he drops the second last. Kurtz was having a fantastic race, looking for P4 potentially, and he's going to struggle to get points now. Unbelievable. We might get safety car in this lap. We'll see what the big winners are at the moment. So Lucas, he's gained 10, but he has a 3-second time penalty. That'll drop him back. And Drill's the biggest loser out of those running, down 9 places. The front 3 are as they started. They haven't stayed that way anyway. They've been front 3 net. Anyway, Damien up 3. Smalley Balls up 5. Lifebow up 6. Again, it's mainly the front runners in the championship up here. Owen looking to put himself in that picture. Anyway, safety car is in this lap. What's going to happen here? There'll be 4 laps to decide this race. There'll be 3 with DRS. At least we got the safety car notification at a reasonable time. See what Owen's feel. Owen should be fine now at this stage. Where does he go? Unlike Brandok for the first safety car restart, Owen has choice for where he goes. So when does he go? Does he go over the final corner? Does he wait to the line? He'll be giving slipstream to everyone behind. Get your seatbelts on, everyone. This is going to be a chaotic last 4 laps to decide this one in Monza. It looked like a 3-horse race. It's a 15-horse race. As we get underway again in Monza, it's a good restart from Owen. Damien could be getting into the picture here. Damien's going to fight Riggs in. Riggs is going to try and fight Brandok. This could be a fight for the lead though. Owen maintains it. Damien goes right the outside. He makes contact with Riggs. Puts Riggs down. Pushes him into Smalley Balls and Lifebow. But they're all clean through the first corner here. Bill and Lucas going wheel to wheel through the curve de Grande. Bill looks to have to see, will he try something on Lifebow here? Meanwhile, it's Owen, Braddock and Damien. The front 3 have been the same for the 23 laps on pace anyway, with pit stops to change. Riggs loses out here. The championship leader. He might just maintain on Braddock if Braddock stays P2. Of course, Riggs going to try and fight this here. Lifebow gets a 5-second time penalty for coming to the corner. That's going to drop down massively. Meanwhile, we have a bit of field spread here from the top 5. Smalley Ball's holding up the entire field here, it seems. So it looks like a 5-horse race now. Billow's looking frustrated at that. He's really going to try and send one here. He needs to, if he wants to put himself in the question here. Smalley Balls though wants to get ahead of Riggs, championship leader. Smalley Balls is second in the championship, don't forget that. So if he gets ahead of Riggs, he might take the championship lead. Brandok and Damien though in that question though for taking the lead once we're done here in Monza. 3 laps to go. Owen survived the first lap. But it's going to be very hard for Owen. You don't want to be leading the final lap here with this close of a field. Think back to Vegas. I can't remember who was P2 because Profox's Ascend. They went down from 2nd to 8th on the last lap, just to being the one giving DRS. Small Lifebelt gets back in DRS of the front three, but has a horrible run. Billo has to send it here, surely. Smalley Ball's holding the field back here, making this a 5-horse race here. It's going to be who leads in the final lap doesn't win this probably. Which, yeah, no one's going to want to lead this until it's all said and done. We'll have DRS this time next lap going down to the Ascari chicane. Only have one dose of DRS down the main straight to end this race, the last lap. That's the main one you want. Everyone's within DRS of each other, but Lifebelt's the one flirting with it at the moment. He's very flirty with it. 2 laps to go. This indecision, this decision. DRS is now enabled. Riggs is burning. He wants to get back on the podium. The championship leader. 1 podium to his name in 3 races, but he's just not close enough to send it. Meanwhile, Lifebelt just pulled the pack up even more. Here, I don't know what is that. Why is his face so contradicting for some of these sectors? It's very strange. Meanwhile, Braddock's, he might be looking for it. Oh, might be trying to force it. They're both saying the Barry. Riggs, Damien have been used to the Barry. Smiley Boss has a bit more to play with. Barry could be key here. As we'll have DRS now for the first time since the safety car came in. But I don't think we'll be seeing any moves here at the front. Maybe other positions, but Braddock surely will be content with his second right now. As there's no moving from the front fry. Smiley Boss looks closest to make a move, but chooses not to. Lifebelt also had DRS. That by Barber run through the Ascari game, but he's still in DRS. Everyone's within DRS with each other. We go on now for the Parabolica for the penultimate time. They're past the detection point. Owen has a job to do. We're on lap 27. Who is going to win this one in Monza? Brandock's pulling away from the rest because they have the barrier to play with. Brandock has DRS. Owen's going defensive into turn 1. Pushes as far as he can. He's going to try to take the inside line. On the braking. They make contact. There may be talks about that. Owen's up. I don't know if he's going to get the position to Brandock's. There will be talks about that anyway. So this is going to get decided in the steerage room. But we'll see what happens on track. Brandock's might send one. Down the Del Rocha chicane. It's 3 wide for the podium between Riggs. Schleibel's backed out, but Riggs looking to get this podium, get second podium of the season. Riggs has it, but there's one more DRS zone to come. There's DRS once again on Brandock's. Okay, horrible camera angle saying this. Brandock's has taken it, takes the lead on the final chance, realistically, unless Owen has a massive send in the Parabolica, but he won't. Davis retaking P3. Riggs has dropped into 5th. Smalley Boss might want this podium though. That could put him in the championship lead if he gets him. They're going to fight this through the final corner, but Brandock's is going to win this race. It's not going to be 6 from 6. Brandock's takes his second win of the season in Monza. Owen will take P2. Damien takes that podium. Smalley Ball's 4th. Riggs in 5th. Billo 6th. Foley takes 7th. Profitox 8th. Quartz does get some points in 9th. And Drero gets 10th to finish off the point scoring here in Monza. We may be getting Stuart Aquari with that final lap between Owen and Brandock's, but Brandock's has it on track anyway. You see the Tifosi out there for the Italian, driving a Ferrari engine. He's driving an American car, but he's lifting the trophy in Monza. Takes his second win of the season. Probably is leading the championship. Actually, thinking about it, it's probably Brandock's leading the championship. I'll verify that. 5 points behind. He is probably the leading man in the championship, as I can't get into mine. But there we go. Brandock's the winner here at Monza. The first driver this season to take 2 wins in a season, and with that the championship lead. Owen fought valiantly and takes P2. Damien, despite being 9 seconds, takes P3. Smalley Balls takes P4 to keep his championship hopes very strong. Riggs will be disappointed with that. Had his set fire third there. Drops down to 5th due to late safety car. Billow up to 6th. Foley 7th. Providox 8th. Quartz in 9th. Andreo finished off the points in 10th. Pokeral, Lucas, Lifebow, Allen and Kitu finished the runners. We lost Daniel, Frankish and Cherno. Didn't even make it to turn 1. Unfortunately, that is that for this week. Next week we are in Singapore, the last race before the season break. 5 races to go. We are truly halfway through the season and it is very, very tight. Brandox, to confirm, Brandox will be leading the championship. And I think Smalley Balls and Riggs will be tied, but very tight. We'll have confirmation. But that's been from me. And thank you all for watching. And until next week, as I need to figure out how to turn this off. New setup is very much fun, but goodbye. No, I want to stop. Hopefully I figure this out next